secretly 200 pounds. I'm keeping it on the low, though. But speaking of Sonoma anyways, what's really coming to this place? I was helping some clients in the showroom the other day at my work. I plan weddings, if you will. That's what people like to call when you work in that business. It's not really that. It's not that pretty. It's a little ugly behind the scenes when you run out of chairs, let me tell you. But this woman says, "Oh, you're from the Bachelor City." And I'm like the show? That's what we're known for? The show? Or Staples, because I'll take that too, because if we're known for having a Staples, that big ass building and we put a Staples in, like we can use a Target or even like a ghetto ass Walmart, because I would take that over a Staples in an instant. I'm sorry if you work there because I'm boycotting my ass off, and I don't know if you've ever met me before, but I'm known to be pretty important, and I think that if I stop shopping there, that bitch is gonna close its doors like next week. That's how important I am, I'm not kidding. But have you guys ever heard of the store called Torrid?
Yes!
Yeah, you're like probably thinking, I bet you have, right? I have. These pair of jeans right now. Thank you. But if for those of you who haven't heard of it, that doesn't have a plus size girlfriend or wife, it's where my race shops. That's right, I said race, okay? We are segregated to shop in one store. But I have a special place in my heart for Torrid I do because it is the only place I will ever be a size 0 in my entire life. But I honestly feel like it's kind of cool really because if I wasn't what I am, which my size is currently a secret, but it's a 0. But my boss recently, I got like a little bonus, you know, just like for doing a good job, because I've been known to be kind of a kiss ass, so I try to rock it as long as I can, but she gets me a gift card, right? To Torrid. And at first I was like, that is so sweet, right? Because I wasn't expecting it, and I was just like, it was a bonus, which is always like, appreciated, you know? But then it's to Torrid, and it's like, how does she know? Because in my mind, right, like, I am a real 0. Not the Torrid version and or else otherwise, but so I go and I spend it, of course, like the minute I get it. Because I like gifts, we've been over this. But I've been hitting the gym lately, for real. I have my little brother, Savage James Robert Morrison, in the back there. He surprised me with a gym membership, which I'm still have mixed feelings on that one. But I'm hitting the gym like 4 days a week, right? Really mean it, like 5 a.m., real time. But I like to consider myself lucky, you know, because I gain weight evenly. So if there was ever to be like a large individual, now would be the time, because I really think I'm pulling it off. If one more person tells me I have a cute face, I'm going to disown someone. I assure you. This guy in the front, I have my doubts, okay? I get it. But I'm at the bar the other night. I'm not as irresponsible as I sound, by the way. And I'm playing a dart game. It's called cricket. Kind of ironic. I saw it when I was sitting. And I don't know how long that game is supposed to take, but it took me 2.5 hours to complete one game of cricket, and I know I look like the type that would be like a hell of a pool shark, and like ride a Harley, you know, and like I'd really just be hella badass like that. I worked really hard. But 2.5 hours later, I feel like they should rename it like Russian roulette for me, because I get like 1 out of every 6 on the board. I'm not kidding. Like the owner of Steiner's was like, seriously, are you kidding? Are you gonna pay for that? Or because the pieces are like coming apart, and I'm like, wait. But 1 second. I wake up the next morning, and although I've been hitting the gym, and my little brother puts me through these little revengeful ass quizzes, tests. He's like, how do you feel? I'm like I'm gonna pass out. How do you feel? And he's like, good, I'm glad you feel like that. Perfect. Wait till next time. I'm like, wait, next time? But I wake up the next morning and I felt like I jacked off everybody I know.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I could not move my right arm.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to work, right? And then the song comes on. I'm like one of those people that dances in my car, right? Like I mean it. I could not snap, right? I'm kind of like, as my white person forte, I'm trying to snap my ass off in here, which I have no business snapping. Let's snap. It's not okay. But I couldn't do it. And this may surprise you, like, aside from the snapping thing, I get hit on all the time. As a large girl or not. At least like once a day, which I don't know what it's like to be a skinny individual. Maybe you could tell me. But I think once a day is pretty good. But I can really account to the massive amounts of makeup I wear and the fact that I have fake eyebrows because I think it gives me like an intriguing plus size porn star look. Pretty often, and I was recently hit on by the butcher at my meat department. And I tell you, this is a true story. This really did happen. Don't even think it didn't, because it did. I said I would like a pound of hamburger, a half a pound of bacon, and 2 mild Italian sausages. And I get home, and inside my Italian sausage package is a note that says, "Can I have your number?" And I was like, that's really brave, right? Because, you know, I like to think of the real things in life that, like, people really have to take a minute to, like, be brave and ask somebody out, and that shit's really hard, you know, that you really have to do that, and it takes everything you've got, like standing up here with a microphone. But, and then it hits me that I ordered bacon and hamburger, but this was wrapped in a penis-shaped meat. And it made me realize the extent that men will go to in this game these days. It really makes me feel like I should have stayed married. Because I'm divorced, and I'm 24, and I think that's kind of a record in this town. If you would like my autograph, I will be here later. But, there was another time, too, where it's like the opposite effect that I get with like a nice guy. There was like this really nice guy, and he was like, "No, I want to take you on vacation. Do you have a passport?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I own a house in Mexico." And he was like paying for everything really, really nice. And I'm like, does this guy want to cut out like every vital organ I have and sell it on the black market? Like, there is no such thing as nice guys in this world, right? And that's how positive I am. Pessimistic. It's the same thing to me, really, but wait. Let me just tell you, note to all men, not Kenny in the front because he's always a gentleman.
Hey.
And I cannot stress this enough. A text message does not need to become a sexual encounter. Like, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here asking you what your favorite ice cream is, and you're asking me what my favorite position is, and it's like, give the breaks, you know? I mean, I'm asking like PG-rated questions and getting triple X-rated answers. So why don't you just slow down, okay? But, in all reality, I'm not one of those folks that likes to get physical that much. I'm more of like a complete bitch. I'll say it. Anybody that knows me knows the truth. I am. You know? I don't like to hug. I'm like an awkward hugger. Like, I like to think I'm really smooth in regular life, you know? Like, that I'm really suave, if you will. But hugging isn't my thing. Like, I don't even know how to literally, like, initiate one. Like, I feel like I do, like, the ass out Vince Vaughn hug where you don't really know what to do, and it's kind of awkward. And it's like, do you like me? Do I like you? Are we friends? But, wait. It could be because I'm a little bit of a larger individual and I feel like it's like extra cushy and like I don't know if I should squeeze harder or just like the average squeeze or what. Like, I have a 1-year-old daughter, the greatest thing in the whole entire world I've ever seen.
Yeah! No one knows
at
her.
my house the other day, and my self-esteem isn't great, I would say. I mean, like, I know I have a cute face. But she literally, I'm in pajamas with no eyebrows on and all the above, right? Taken back, it's a Sunday, I'm off, right before church. Yeah, I go to church. She picks up my shirt, seriously. And she screams into my belly button as if she is awaiting an echo. And then she tries to tear at my stomach tattoo, which let me just tell you, if you ever plan on getting pregnant or large at any point in time, that's the ideal move. It used to say California love, and it now says California. But it was like a really big secret that I was tattooed in my family. Like, my mom knew, but my dad didn't know, because he's ex-FBI and it was like some serious shit. Like, he told me as a kid I would belt sand it off if I ever found out. He's serious, right? Like, he used to be a carpenter. He has those tools. And so I wore long sleeves, obviously, until June of this past year. And then he stopped by with some congratulations flowers because I'm such a good daughter and all, you know. But he stopped by and surprised me, and I nearly dropped my child out of my vehicle. I'm like in a white wife beater, that's what they call them, old folks, that's what they call them. It's a wife beater, you know, it's like a tank top, I'm wearing one right now. But I had like a black bra on, like just to look edgy. A studded belt, like torn up jeans. Stilettos. No, I didn't really, but I'm just trying to create the picture. You know? And he shows up with like flowers and a bar for my house because he drinks, right? So that's like an acceptable gift to my family as an alcoholic, you know? And, you know, obviously I nearly dropped my kid. I'm trying to catch up here. Hold on. And, you know, my dad's a scary guy, being ex-FBI and all. Like, I remember when it was the millennium. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
I was trying to do the math in the car when I was practicing. I'm like, I think I was like 12 or 13. How old am I? Like, I couldn't put it together. I still can't right now. But I think I was 12. We'll just go with that. And he made me pack up 2 pounds of like shredded beef jerky to last me like a year or so, right? And like 2 years worth of a water supply and like space blankets, because he like had these hand-drawn maps to go to the middle of the Sierras to meet him when the millennium came, right? And you wonder why I'm on Valium. Now you know. And so he had it all planned out, right? And then it didn't come. So he should feel a little silly. But hold on.
Wait for it.
Whenever I wanted to go out on like a Friday night when I was younger, right? When I was like 13, this is a little random. But I was like 13 and I'd want a couple hours to myself, and he'd be like, what are you gonna do? And I'd say, we're gonna hang out. And he'd say, what does hang out mean? Which, it's never good. So, we're gonna go see a movie. In fact, we're gonna go see a double feature. Which, if any of you parents out there, if you think your kids are at a double feature, it's about as real now as it was then. So I suggest you go ahead and pack up your purse and coat, because this is not a real thing. There is some pot smoking going on here. But, wait. Hold. I remember the night after I came home after I lost my virginity. I'll just say it because it's true. I was living with him at the time. Bad call on my timing, really, for sure. And he lives over on 5th Street West. He still lives here. Like, I thought he was going to be here tonight, and then I'm like, I'm going to talk about you, so maybe don't go. Because I don't think he'd like it. And I come home, and I sneak in, and I'm like, I'm just going to go shower, because I was out, right? And he looks up at me from his newspaper and coffee, and he says to me, you look different. And I'm like, really? You think? I mean, I remember, like, I can thank my dad for a lot of things. Like, he raised me well, he's really strict, obviously. You couldn't get away with anything. But I remember the first time I ever got felt up. This is kind of a private story. You can stay here. I don't know if you've ever met my dad. He sort of looks like, you think he's sexy. I don't want to know, okay? I don't want to know he smells good. I don't want to know, okay? It's a little awkward for me.
Sorry.
So, you know, I'm like 14 years old or so. We'll say 16 just so I don't sound bad. And it happens, right? And it's like this. Right here. Because I have my father's ribcage, right? We're Dutch. And I had to literally move it up a bit. And if you wonder why I still have sex with my shirt on, now you know.
Now you know.
If you want to ask my ex-husband, he's sitting right there. He can absolutely clarify that for you. But, what do you guys think about the weather right now? It's pretty nice, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's not for me. I'm not at any point swimsuit ready. So, I would appreciate if it was just fall all year round, because I'm ready for that type of weather. You know, I can wear jeans and a t-shirt, maybe throw on a hoodie, some flats. You know, you look cute, but you're not too put together. I don't like the summer. I am not like a bikini and shorts type of girl. I'm not even a tank top type of girl. Not even like a white beater type of girl. And I don't tan. You know, I'm albino. It's cool. Like, I went to MAC today, and I'm like, can I get the NC10? And she's like, we don't have that. And I'm like, can I get the NC15? It's like the darker shade that I'm not really, so I have to use like this white powder to even it up. Like I buy it in the Marilyn Manson section. And we can just skip like winter altogether, because I have no business wearing 3 more layers of anything. Whatsoever. And I don't love spring either, because let's face it, I don't have eyebrows. So if the rain comes, I'm not happy about it. I leave for work looking great, right? Because my hair is straight and I'm like blowing in the wind, you know, and I have my makeup on, which takes a while. It's like 6 different layers of very expensive shit, so I just don't appreciate Mother Nature and her own way. But thanks so much to Murphy's Irish Pub for having us all out here.